It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. We can hardly wait for the start of this one on Sunday night primetime.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Greg, love this matchup. We got a couple of defensive-minded teams in this one. They love to press the quarterback. They press those wide receivers on the corners. Man, points are going to be tough to come by in this one.
And as good as the defenses think they're going to be entering today's game, Mike, I think it really flips the pressure on the opposing offenses. Make the most of your opportunities. Each possession matters. Don't turn the ball over. Don't be afraid to punt it back and play a little field position. The game within the game, I think, is a critical factor for ultimately who finds himself victorious at the end of this matchup.
We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from Tampa. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Yeah, you have to feel good. Back established as a franchise NFL quarterback. He had such a tough journey these last couple years, bouncing around multiple spots around the league. And then last year, down in Tampa, he has a chance to get them to the NFC Championship game just a few plays away. If he continues to play up to his potential, this team's going to be tough to beat.
He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just with them and take that play away.
They can still get a first down. The 1 and 10, they go from the 11. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That one, taken in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
As hard as it may be, Mike, to resist, I don't think they need to come out and think we have to match them big play for big early score. Stick to your plan. Pick up the first down and allow this game to start unfolding and settle into a rhythm. Execute your game plan. Don't try to match what your opponents do.
Now, faking the give. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
That's caught by Tyler Lockett. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Buccaneers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Titans have got it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on for all 3 downs.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continue to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A gain there of 11. 1st down for Tennessee.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They send Ridley in motion. He'll look to throw. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And they're gonna mark him down up past the 35.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was gonna be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He will find his man. That's the rookie from Ohio State. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Buccaneers first down. Mayfield to throw. He'll find his running back, White.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's carry number 1 for Rachaad White. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Third and a yard. Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Get this complete right side to Otten. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
A give. This is Irving. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Throwing is Mayfield. He's got it at about the 8. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To the goal line and in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bucs move out on top, 14-0. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Back to throw here to begin the... And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And is caught by the man wearing 0, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They send Ridley in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. here's a keeper on the zone read. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. It's Irving. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Second down and 8. To throw is Mayfield. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's his tight end, Otten. Second down and 3. Now Mayfield. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
They motion the slot man left. On second down, Baker. Godwin working the right side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On first down is Mayfield. He's got it at the 7, and he will score. Cade Otton, touchdown Buccaneers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers move out to a 21-3 advantage. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 32 yards.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense have to earn everything they get.
Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
They send Ridley in motion. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. He'll drop to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. Greg, what a great play call down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They're in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big-bodied tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Titans get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. To return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Baker Mayfield and the BUCS ready to get back to work. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
On the ground, it's Irving. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll go again here with Irving. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. He's going to tuck it and go. A great job of knowing when to go He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. A second down throw for Mayfield. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They go play action with Mayfield. Open man, left side. He's got it.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And 3rd down coming up. Moving the tight end right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. It's complete to Evans. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They send Evans in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
On 2nd down, Baker. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The Bucs were treated to a fine first half by their quarterback. That's Baker Mayfield. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told, and he's likely not done yet.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Titans offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. They get the Alabama man, the former first-round pick, J.C. Latham. Now they'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Third and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And the Buccaneers will have great field position right around midfield.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
First and 10. Here's Irving. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. To throw is Mayfield. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Here comes Otten in motion. On first and 10, here's Baker. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Now Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Motion man, sent right. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
They'll run it. It's Irving. He'll work forward, only to about the 18. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. And he's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs will extend this third quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. Lockett headed in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the RPO, a pass taken by Ridley. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's Spears. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's gonna go backwards, taken down at the 6.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible, the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
On first down is Mayfield.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Baker to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Mayfield to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they have the first down, so they get the completion on 1st and 5, and now they'll set up 1st and 10.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give on the ground, and he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Roger McCreary. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. back to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
They'll run for it, and it's Pollard. And he's going to have a Titans first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
They'll look to throw. That one underneath to Pollard, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
He'll drop to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
I had a rule, Mike, when I was playing that if the ball hit either of my hands, it was a drop. You don't get paid in the NFL to make the easy ones. You get paid in the NFL to make them all, and I think that's a catch he's got to come down with.
On third down, they'll set him to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Right back to Irving, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On third down, it's Irving. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
Back to the air once more on second down. Lockett brings it in out wide. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Lockett. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the air one more time. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send Ridley in motion. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They send Ridley in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Backed up to the 3, it's second and goal. Again, they try Pollard. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle them short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. A give. This is Irving. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On first down, here's Irving. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's a second and 12. On the handoff, it's Irving. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. On the ground, it's Irving. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Short pass, taken in tight end. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second down and 8. He finds the veteran Lockett. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Buccaneers are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So a win here for the Buccaneers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They can send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.